Hello everyone, Morgan here. This is definitely a back to basics video because I think I actually got a question recently that said, you know what, I don't really know what paracord is. Why would I have paracord in my bag? Can you help me explain why I would want paracord? And it's so funny because when you get into the prepper community, all you hear is paracord, 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 paracord. It's just the gold standard of cordage, right? You gotta have paracord. If you don't have paracord, do you even prep? But seriously, there's a reason why so many preppers carry paracord. Now, first of all, I want to talk a little bit about the history of paracord.
Paracord was made possible through the invention of nylon in 1935 by Wallace Hume. The man-made fiber was first used for toothbrushes and women's nylon stockings. Then, just like many other materials during World War II, most nylon production went to aid in the war effort. Nylon became an excellent replacement for silk in the making of parachutes and parachute cord. Nylon became a durable, cheaper replacement. After the end of the war, 80% of the world's nylon production went back to the production of women's stocking and lingerie. Nylon, because it is synthetic, has some important properties. It is rot, mildew, abrasion, and UV fade resistant, which means that unlike most naturally occurring materials, it can be subjected to weather, abuse, and time without showing much wear. It also dries quickly, is somewhat elastic, and is much slower to acquire foul odors, making it good for athletic clothing.
Like with most preparedness kind of history and basics and where a lot of the roots of preparedness come from, they actually come from the military. So it makes sense that paracord actually derived from the military. It was kind of taken over or taken. What I mean by taken over, it was taken from, that concept was taken over from the military, and it kind of merged over into the preparedness community. Now, there are lots of different types of ropes in general, which I don't think that preppers should have just paracord with them. But one of the appeals that parachute cord or paracord has is the strength. Okay, if you get the type 3 that is supposed to be 550 pounds, that's a ton of weight that it can hold. Okay, let me first tell you how you can actually identify. So as you can see here, there should be anywhere from 7 to 9 strands inside. If you want that true 550 strength. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's definitely one way to tell that you have good type 3 550 paracord. There are actually 6 types of paracord out there, and this is just one, and the most common among preppers is that 550. There's actually an even stronger one, 750, but that's definitely not as common and not as typical. But it can range anywhere from 95 pounds to 750 pounds. Now, you may see things that are called paracord in stores like Home Depot and something, but you see that it only has a weight of like 100 or 150 or something like that. That doesn't mean it's not paracord. It's just not the type 3 550 pound paracord. Okay, and again, when I say 550 pounds, that means that this can hold a strength up to 550 pounds. So you have those 7 strands, and then those 7 strands are each braided individually. So each strand is not, there's 7 strands, and then each strand is twisted, rather, kind of braided together. Okay, so you have not only the 7 strands, but those 7 strands are braided together, right? So that makes it, that's really what kind of gives it that overall strength. This entire thing is made of nylon, okay? So you do have to keep in mind that there can be some stretch to paracord over time, and especially, with certain types of paracord. But it's just something to know and understand. What's really great about paracord is that you can actually use friction in order to break it. I have done a video on that where I did friction to actually cut it, which is pretty nice. You can do that with most things, friction to cut, but it was super easy with paracord. So So there's several nice things about paracord. One, as you can see, it's very small. It's also very lightweight. You know, compared to other types of ropes and things that can handle the same type of poundage or weight that paracord can, this is extremely lightweight. Another really nice thing is that it's really easy to work with. And this is one of the reasons that, you see bracelets, and you see it wrapped around steering wheels. You see it basically used anywhere. As you can see, it's on my hat. There are so many different types of knots and braids and things that you can do with paracord in order to integrate it in your everyday life. So it can become a kind of survival item in which you can always have with you, because it's so easy to work with. It's so lightweight. It's so easy to braid and make into anything that you really can imagine. Belts have been made out of it. You could make little backpack, little bags. I wouldn't be surprised if somebody's made a backpack out of paracord. So many people get so creative. You can make little keychain paracords, and the nice thing about paracord is that you can actually wrap the paracord around stuff. So you can, wrap the paracord around like lighters. You can wrap it around little like survival grenades, if you've probably seen that. You can wrap it around Altoid kits, any type of survival bags. Wrap it around the handles of those backpacks. Of anything. Anything that your imagination can think of, you can use paracord with, pretty much. It's just so versatile and so strong. Now, I do want to say, I have this open just for demonstration purposes, but usually what's another nice thing about this is that you can use this and then just burn the ends, and then it'll make a nice seal at the end and won't, come completely apart. What a lot of people also like to do with the inner strands is actually take them out to use them for various things. I've seen people use it for basic fire starters. I've seen people, I've actually used it. I've used the inner strands. I've taken the inner strands and then unbraided it and used it as floss. I've used the inner strands for various things, but you have to understand that if you are using the inner strands, I would probably just cut off like a little bit and then just use the inner, that little inner strands of everything, instead of completely, taking the inner strands out of, 200 feet of paracord. It doesn't make sense, right? So just cut off a little bit. But that's what's nice about paracord, is that you can use it so many times for so many different things, and you can just burn the ends and there you go. Of course, you can do that with a lot of ropes. It's not just paracord. I think paracord has a million different uses. It is so easy to work with and extremely lightweight. It can pack down. You can get, several hundred feet in your bug out bag or your vehicle, and it's basically no weight difference to you, and that's why so many people like this. Now again, just pay very close attention to the poundage. Just because it says paracord doesn't mean it's the 550 paracord. So if you happen to get, something like from Home Depot that's the, I think they have like 100, 150 pound. I've never seen the actual 550 pound, the type 3 there. But even while you're searching online, make sure that you're buying from a legit source. I buy all my paracord from Paracord Planet. I'm not sponsored by them or anything. I just buy all my paracord because I've been nothing but satisfied. And as far as I can tell, this actually comes from Paracord Planet. It's not only strong, but I can see all 7 strands. I can see that they're braided. I can, I've tested it myself. Not to the full 550, but I've definitely tested its strength pretty good. But you want to make sure that you are buying from a legit source. Make sure that you're reading reviews and buying from a source that actually has type 3. There are a lot of scammers out there that will tell you it's type 3 or whatever type that you want, and it's not. Even the ones that say mil spec may not technically be mil spec. Okay, I was buying from Amazon for a while, but they've been changing suppliers and things, and I don't feel comfortable. So I went straight to Paracord Planet. They have amazing deals. Just go there. Again, I'm not sponsored or anything. I've just had such great service with them. So I'm telling you guys, a great source that I've had super fast shipping, really great customer service. They're always having sales and deals and free paracord and all that. So great company all around him. And I've definitely trusted them with my paracord needs. So I hope that that's answered some questions about paracord. And if you have been using paracord and didn't really know the history or, how to look for, like the best paracord, now you do. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Conquer Tomorrow by Preparing Today. I will talk to you later. Bye.